Welcome back, everyone. We're going to do final trailer, Superman final trailer reaction and box office thoughts. So here we go. Very cartoony right there, that building. They don't collapse that way. And this scene right here really bugs me. It just looks lazy. Why is he clinging to the building like Spider-Man? He should have his back up against it. It should look like some kind of Herculean effort. That's just a weak shot. So um, it's his that's a nice shot there, but it's his electrostatic aura that's holding the building together. Um, this is Luthor and a very yeah. I don't like him. I like the actor. He's great. Superman with his face in the ground. You're gonna see a lot of that. Superman beat up and out of action. He's too pretty. He's too pretty. And his voice is too soft. Lex Luthor, if you've read the comics, is supposed to be charismatic alpha male. There's Superman again with his ass kicked. A lot of that. That's not feeling this, man. The whole trailer. Well, it's the whole trailer, but over half the trailer is just. And here he is screaming in pain as the sun heals him. That kaiju just looks god awful. It looks like a freaking Muppet. It looks terrible. It looks goofy and it looks stupid. And the fisheye lens effect is just constant throughout the entire movie. And look at this. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. His eyes. Heat vision hurts him. Everything hurts him. Now this is the scene that everyone finds controversial, myself included. Superman angrily punching out someone's teeth. Um, yeah, just ridiculous, cartoonish, and ridiculous. They really should have de-aged him. I can't believe he's only 54. He could pass for my dad, and he's not that much older. Now, this right here, this is very Guardians of the Galaxy. James Gunn likes these distorted, foggy effects. More fisheye lens. I really do think it's just to hide the bad CGI, because this is the same CGI that we saw in The Flash, and it looks the same. It shows. There's a few moments like this that look inspired, but then it's just
Hey, quit
oh.
messing around.
I'm not messing around. I'm doing important stuff.
And there's Superman lasering everyone with his heat vision. So yeah, so he knocked the guy's teeth out on purpose because apparently he has amazing control of his powers. And I just don't like that. The eyes up here line is really stupid. And this shot here is just I'm sorry, it's retarded. It's so bad. I just I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Okay, now let's go over some box office numbers. Man of Steel made 670 million worldwide. Some sources say 668, so we're just gonna say 670 for the sake of argument. Okay, that's 12 years ago. All right. Now, when you adjust for inflation, stop groaning. I can hear you groaning, but when you adjust for inflation, because our dollar has been criminally devalued, it would have made 920 million today. That's how much 670 million in 2013 dollars is. So, James Gunn movie, on the other hand, to reach profit depends on what you believe. If you believe that James Gunn's movie was made for the same as Man of Steel 12 years ago, and that it has a advertising budget of 120, 130 million, then he only needs to reach 500 million to start profiting. 700 million for success. But if you believe the actual tax records, then he's going to make over 727 million to even start profiting. And this is because theaters take a cut, y'all. All right, and another problem is that the numbers, the box office predictions are already dropping. It's dropping since the latest trailer, which everyone will tell you was overwhelmingly positively received, but that's just not the case. There's a lot of people shilling for this movie. It just is what it is. And if you look to the right, you can see that the new projection is 140 million, not 175 million, 140 million. And I was telling my friends this when they came out with those numbers. I said, Hollywood always does this. They always start out with crazy high numbers and then round lower. Now, this clip is 3C Films. I forget the guy's name, but he's really hyped for this. He's talking about Grace's comment. It says, seems to me, see to me, I don't see Superman. I don't see Superman would ever knock out someone's teeth, but some people seem to love it. Look at his face. Look at Superman's face. He looks really angry. He just doesn't do this. He doesn't cut loose on goons, on the hired help like this. And I said, I'm a lifelong Superman fan. Grace Randolph is exactly right. I never say that, but I said it here. This isn't Superman. It's just not. And I'm not supporting the film. Here's one of the top comments. There's a group of Snyder fans who are going to post spoilers everywhere. So, beware. So, Mike, this is the top comment. I said, y'all need to chill with the hate for Snyder fans. I always hear about them being so toxic, but every time I see someone being toxic, it's a James Gunn fan calling Man of Steel fans Snyder cultists and other nonsense. So, second highest comment on his video, Snyder pigs are losing it. Ha ha ha, little laugh emojis. All right, so I respond again, another comment calling Man of Steel fans Snyder pigs. You and everyone that liked this disgusts me. Let people be fans of the Superman they prefer and stop being so toxic. I will never tell a Christopher Reeve fan that their Superman isn't as good as my Superman. That's ridiculous. You love who you love. We all respect the character. Just the I don't. It's not all James Gunn fans. It's not. Okay, I get that, but it's a lot of them. All right, and this guy says Zack Snyder and Henry Cavill don't deserve those fans. They probably don't even like these people. Honestly, I'm really sad. These guys are so miserable. And so I said, and yet all I'm seeing here are negative, toxic James Gunn fans. And it's the truth. You don't see anything but, negative, toxic James Gunn fans. There's no Snyder cultists. There's no Snyder bros calling James Gunn names and things like that. They might say, yeah, this doesn't look as good as Man of Steel, but they're entitled to their opinion. They're just like James Gunn fans for the past 12 years. A lot of these MCU fans have been saying that, Man of Steel was garbage. They have a right to say that. That's fine.